Good morning, boys and girls. Today, I want to talk to you about some things that we're going to be writing about in the very near future. Um, and these things, and we're going to be writing about them quite a bit for the entire rest of the year. But one of the things that we need to do is um, talk about what we are, the ideas that we are talking about. And so I have this. Now, this is opinion. Um, I know that we talked a little bit about this before we went home, but I want to make sure that we know this one for sure. A lot of people say, "Oh, I know what an opinion is," but they can't really tell me. They can't really tell what it means. So I want to go this. I looked in the dictionary, and it says something about a personal belief. Personal means for yourself, and believe is something that you believe. You know that it is true. So I said, a let's try to make that into a definition that is a little better to understand, a little easier. And so I came up with this. It is true for some people. Okay? It is true for some people. Some people, the one that I like to use in the classroom is chocolate ice cream. If I say chocolate ice cream is the best ice cream, Mr. Garrett might say, yes, that is true. So that is my opinion. But if I can find one person who does not think that chocolate ice cream is the best, then it is just an opinion. It is not a fact. A fact is something quite different. A fact is not a personal belief. A fact is something, it is true all the time. If I say chocolate is a flavor of ice cream, then I could go and ask my mom, and she would say, yes, chocolate is a flavor of ice cream. And I could go ask Dr. Wendy, and she would say, yes, chocolate is one of the flavors of ice cream. I could ask anybody who has ever seen ice cream, and they would all say, yes, chocolate is a flavor that ice cream comes in. Okay, so that is a fact. It's true all the time. If I said chocolate is the best flavor, well, Dr. Wendy might think that something else is. So it's only true for some people. That's an opinion. Okay, so I want to take these and I want to make them like this. So it's true for some people. It is true all the time. Opinion is true for some people. Fact is true all the time. Let's take these off because I have some sentences that I want to talk about. And we are going to determine if it is an opinion or a fact. And then we'll write the letter O for opinion or F for fact. All right. Now, here we go. My first sentence says, pie is better than cake. Now, for me, growing up, I always had a birthday pie. I never wanted a birthday cake. I like pie. So pie is better than cake. So if I wasn't careful, because I think this is true for me, I might say, well, that's a fact. The way we find out is we need to think about other people. And if I'm going to look at my mom would say pie is better than cake for Mr. Garrett, but it is not better than pie. Pie is not better than cake for her. So pie is better than cake because it's not true for everybody. Then we know it is an opinion. Let's do the next sentence. Cats are the best pets. Well, let's think about this. Cats, you don't have to take care of them all the time. They almost never trip you by coming and running running between your feet when you first come home. You can sometimes even let them stay in the house all night because they know how to get their own food and they know where to go to the bathroom. So some people might say cats are the best pets. But if I can find somebody that will say cats are not the best pets, then it's an opinion. It's not true for everybody. It's only true some of the time for some people. Then it's an opinion. So let's see. Cats are the best pets. Cats, there's a lot of good things about cats, but guess what? Mr. Garrett thinks that dogs are the best pets. So this is an opinion. It is not a fact. It is not true all the time. All right, let's go to the next sentence. Scissors can cut paper. Now, let's think. Scissors, can they cut paper? I think that scissors can cut paper. My daughter Christiana thinks that scissors can cut paper. Elion in our classroom thinks that scissors can cut paper. Zion knows that scissors can cut paper. Let's see, who else? Raimundo knows that scissors can cut paper. I think I'm not going to find anybody who says that scissors cannot cut paper. I think we might have a fact. But let's see. If I have a scissors and I say, well, I want to cut paper, but I also want to cut string. Let's see. Does that make my sentence not true? It doesn't say scissors can only cut paper. It says scissors can cut paper. So if that is true, even if they can do other things, then this is a fact. Scissors can cut paper. So that is fact. And everybody would say that that is true. All right, let's go to the next sentence. Ooh, Jeremy Thatcher. Jeremy Thatcher, he's a character in the book. Let's find out what that sentence says. Jeremy Thatcher brought a dragon to Shilling. Jeremy Thatcher brought a dragon to Shilling. Well, Jeremy Thatcher is a character in a book, and somebody might think that he brought a dragon to Shilling if he brought it in a writing that they sent to me. But I did not see it happen. I can say that that is not something that happened, and only the person that wrote it in their sentence that they sent to me, they are going to say that is their opinion. All right, let's look at the next one. Silkworms become moths when they are adults. Now, silkworms become moths when they are adults. We've been reading about silkworms. We know that they go through a cycle. They start as an egg, then they become a larva, then they eat, and then they get bigger and become a pupa. And when they emerge from the pupa, they are a moth, and it's an adult. The adult form of a silkworm is a moth. And guess what? We've read so many books, and they all say the same thing. We don't have anybody that would say it's different, so that is a fact. Okay, so let's do our last one. Rules make games fun for everyone. Now, rules make games fun for everyone. Let me see. Now, I believe that rules make games fun for everyone. They make them fair. They make them so that everybody gets a turn. It makes it so that we know nobody is doing something they're not supposed to do if they're following the rules. And if it's fair and we're all doing what we're supposed to do, then it is more fun. I'm going to say that rules make games more fun for everyone is a fact. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make an assignment in the computer on the classroom. I want you, after you've read this, I want you to look at the sentences in there and tell me if they are a fact or an opinion. All right. And we're going to use this skill, the information we have from this, later in this year. Okay. So remember, an opinion is true for some people, and a fact is true all the time. All right. Hope you have a great day.